known me for about, what is it now? You think 6 to 8 months now?
Uh-huh.
Right? About that long?
Yeah.
Now, since I've met you, you started out trout fishing at the pier. And how is it different from then to now?
Oh, when I first started out, it was disastrous. We had like a bait holder hook on a super heavy line. So we basically sat there with our bait on the bottom of the lake, doing nothing.
Yeah,
and I guess now we're doing it a little more right because we're catching fish.
So, is it a dramatic change, obviously? From
Yeah.
not catching anything to suddenly you're catching some?
Yeah.
Now, how long did it take from when I started teaching you to when you actually started to catch on your own?
Okay, that was a long time. That took like 6 to 8 weeks because we kept getting skunked at the same place.
Right.
And then we moved to Sandy Wool, and then that's when we caught.
I see. Oh, that's the one that when you guys were catching a lot, right?
Yeah.
So, let's see. But what specifics did you learn from me?
What line to use, what hooks to use, dip your bait before you put it in the water, and like how to roll your bait, put it on the hook. But like everything else, I kind of just figured out how to cast.
Let's talk about that casting part. Now, I know you can outcast me any day. How is it that you cast very well?
I don't know, just toss it out there.
Well,
It's not like I really think about it. You just open the bail, put your finger on it, and swing.
so do you think it's because of the experience of casting on a bait caster rod gave you...
No, I don't think so, actually. It actually made it harder for me to learn the spinning reel because I was so used to the bait caster.
Is the weight of the lure and the bait caster much heavier than actual, sinker weight on it?
We don't put weights on there. We just use really heavy lures.
So the lures
But the problem with bait casters is if whatever you're throwing out is too light, you get a bird's nest no matter what. No matter how well you tune it.
So let's talk about braid and monofilament.
I don't know what's the difference.
Well, you were using...
Apparently braid is
Do
like...
you use braid on your bait caster? Or?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Braid is like, isn't it like just a bunch of lines braided together?
Correct. But you don't use it on your bait caster, right?
No.
Okay. Do you have any preference today, whether bait caster or spinning reel? I know it's just...
Well, it depends, because you cannot use a lure on a spinning reel.
True.
It doesn't work.
You're right. So it depends on what you're fishing on, right?
Yeah. Bait casters are usually for light, short rods, not for like the super long ones, 7-foot rods that are really heavy.
Yeah. So do you think you can, would you fish more if you had the time?
Yeah. I would, but don't have time, so
Well, obviously everybody has a best friend. Would you invite them to go fishing with you?
I would, but I don't think they would like fishing.
Kind of hard to judge people at the moment, but usually you just...
No, because she's like the type that's like, ew, gross, guts. Oh my gosh, you gotta pull the hook out of its mouth. Oh.
Do you have any problems pulling hook off of a fish's mouth?
No, not really.
It's something that you have to do, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you cook this fish that you catch, or does your mom normally do it?
It depends. Like, if it's catfish, she does it. If it's like the trout that kind of has like the salmon meat, then I do it.
Yeah. Do you do the cleaning for the most part?
Yeah.
So how was your first trout catch? I know you've been... Yeah, I gave you some guidance, and then you started to catch on your own. And how did that feel?
First catch was at Shadow Cliffs. No, that was my first bite, but I lost it. but my first actual catch was at Sandy Wool, and that day we got 3. It was okay. It was a little weird since there was like a photographer at the other side of the lake, and he happened to see me, and he was like, "Oh great, let me just take a picture of this girl catching fish."
Yeah, so is the pool of trout different from bass?
The pool of trout or the pole of trout?
The pool, when it touches.
Oh, well, trout you can wait because obviously they've swallowed the hook. They're not getting away anyway. For bass, your goal is to keep them in the water and pull them in as fast as you can. Because we don't have like the 6-pound test. We use heavy line, so they're not gonna come off as hard as you pull unless it's gigantic.
So I know you like throwing the bait caster, and you actually do really well in throwing that. So does throwing a spinning gear throw you off?
Yeah, I feel like it's harder to use a spinning rod than a bait caster. I mean, it's really straightforward for bait caster. You're only using one finger to control the whole thing. You press it, you release it, you throw it, and then you put your thumb on it before it hits the water. Where here you gotta I didn't even know you're supposed to hold the line when you were supposed to cast in the beginning. So everything just went berserk.
Right. So more importantly, catching trout. What is the best part about catching trout? Is the eating part the best part?
Yeah.
I know you've also caught some catfish. Which do you prefer, catfish or trout?
Well, if the trout are like real trout, they're not like mixed with the salmon and have like the salmony flesh, then nobody likes to eat them. My parents don't know how to cook it because the meat's so tough. But for catfish, my mom does it some Asian style, and she likes to make it all spicy and stuff. So I guess they prefer catfish since it's softer, has more meat.
So how do you think we can encourage more girls to fish more?
I don't know. It's like, if you like eating fish, it's free fish.
So you think it's just the eating part? Don't you think that it could be a social aspect?
You don't really see girls go out and be like, "Oh, let's go fishing today." They're more like, "Okay, let's go to the mall, let's go shopping, let's go buy stuff."
You think they'd be more in tune to fishing if
unless you have like
friends with fish? Like, you know how girls kind of travel in flocks, they go to the bathrooms together, they go shopping together. So if they were to say, "Hey, let's go fish together," you think that'll ever happen?
For some people that might be awkward because they just don't have that hobby. But if you do, and you just conveniently have this group of girls that love to fish, yes, I guess that would work.
So you think, would it ever catch on, you think? Fishing and girls?
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it definitely exists somewhere that a group of girls goes out fishing instead of shopping. But I don't know about here. I haven't seen it yet.
So what you're really saying is you fish to eat?
Fish to eat and fish for fun.
I see.
Oh, I'm Christy. We're here at Shadow Cliffs and we're fishing for trout. We haven't caught anything.
You say but we will?
But we will someday.
Always have a hope.
Oh God.
Right.